Imagine you are blindfolded, taken to a secret location. When your blindfold is taken off, you're in a stadium filled with thousands of people. 17,000 people to be exact. That's basically what it feels like after I've uploaded devlogs for my new game, Gelli Fields. They just started blowing up out of nowhere. I'm getting a ton of subscribers. My views are going crazy. It's amazing. So I thought it would be awesome to delve deeper into the original game and also talk about some stuff that's been going on in my life, like becoming a Unity insider. That's right. Me and Unity are actually officially buddies now. Me and Unity were buddies before, but now it's official. It's on a hat. If you don't know, Jellyfields is a slime simulator game, which is a new version of a game I made 4 years ago. If you haven't seen the devlogs, check out the card. It's like a thing that pops up. It's on one of these sides. I don't know. I'm not a YouTuber. When I started making Slime Simulator back in 2018, I didn't know I was going to be a game developer. I didn't know that's what I wanted to do. Honestly, at the time, I wanted to become a comedy YouTuber, and that, Tell him the secret.
I think I'll go for a water.
Where if I throw Ricardo somewhere, he'll come back to me naturally. Anyway, Slime Simulator for me was a way to relax and calm down, and it really gave me, like, motivation to do things. I was an adult, I didn't have a job, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and I tried out game development just for fun. It wasn't working out for me, and then I just decided to do that as a side project, just as a fun little thing, and actually, it was really cool. The game itself is a pet simulator. A lot of you have been comparing it to the Chow Garden in Sonic, and also to Tamagotchis. The game takes place in a forest, and your goal is to make sure that the jelly doesn't starve by helping it in various different ways. Things like planting crops, harvesting the crops, selling things, and buying things. When you level up, you'll get a treasure chest, and inside that treasure chest will be random items. All of this is in Jellyfields still. You can plant crops, harvest crops, you also get chests when you level up, and you can sell things and buy things. So I actually went on vacation, and it was a really cool little adventure that I went on, me and my fiance. We went to some like Airbnbs, and we went to some other cool places. I actually did a haul video for some of the stuff that we bought there. You can check that out in whatever side the card thingy is on, but watch this video first. Anyways, I got to do a bunch of fun stuff and do some things that I've been wanting to do that I haven't done in years, like swimming. I haven't gone swimming in a long time, and I went swimming, and it was really fun. Okay, I had big plans for this game, and you can tell by all the different features that I added in. I love bugs, and I love the idea of bug catching in games, so I wanted to add that into this game. There were ladybugs that spawned on corn, and also fireflies that would spawn during nighttime. There were a ton of other bugs that I had planned, but they never got implemented. Stuff like spiders, bees, and grasshoppers. Did I mention that this game also had crafting? You could put together certain items and make new ones. For example, what you just saw was a skull and a stick would make bone meal, which helps crops grow. The jellies also had an intelligence level, and if its intelligence was high enough and it's hungry, it could do things like mash up leaves to create leaf mush and then eat it. I'm extremely excited to add these features into Jellyfields. I'm just thinking about like all the different types of like bugs and crafting that I could have. If you have ideas, let me know in the comments. I just remembered the game had apple trees in the earlier versions, but then I took them out because they were super buggy. And there was also maple trees that would give you maple syrup, and you could craft maple syrup and apple together, and you would get a glazed apple, and the jelly would like love that. That was an awesome item. I want to have crafting stuff like that. That's really random, but I just remembered that. You can't do it in any of the official versions. I tried to go back and look at the old versions and do stuff like that, but it just wasn't working, so maybe I can make that come back in Jellyfields. If you look at those two corn crops, you can see one of them is actually a different color. That's because in this game, crops had a maximum lifetime, and when they got too old, they would just wither away. This was an interesting concept, but I ultimately scrapped it for Jellyfields. I think I want to add items in the shop, kind of like axes and shovels and pickaxes that'll help you remove different things around the map. You know, like an axe will cut down a tree, or the pickaxe will remove rocks, stuff like that. I'm gonna use this opportunity to answer a bunch of questions that I know a lot of you have, so let's just do it. Jellyfields is not Minecraft. You do not place or break the blocks. You don't alter the blocks at all. The game looks like blocks, but they're not blocks. It's not Minecraft. I know. I'm sorry, and I know that the area you play in is this little tiny little area. You just have to trust me on this. When you play it, you'll understand, but you do not break or place blocks. There is no multiplayer, and I currently don't have any plans for multiplayer. So I make a lot of games at once. I also make a lot of YouTube videos pretty frequently, and I also want to have a life outside of doing these things. And multiplayer takes a really long time. If you've ever made games, you'll know multiplayer takes a long time, and making good multiplayer takes even longer. Also, it doesn't make sense for the game. It doesn't fit in with the game. Okay, rapid fire answers, let's go! The game is gonna release on PC, and PC only are the plans for the moment. It'll release on itch.io. I don't know if it'll release on Steam yet. If a lot of you guys want the game, I'll probably release it on Steam and not itch. But it costs $100 to put a game on Steam. And also, if I were to put it on the Switch or on mobile or all these other things, it just causes a lot of other headache. But if you want it on Steam, let me know in the comments. There's no player character. A lot of you are getting confused that Jelly World and Gelli Fields are the same game. You do not have a character. You are just the camera floaty, otherworldly presence that's helping out this jelly. And you can't also like give the jelly a sword and it'll go and kill stuff. There are enemies in the game, but they're not in every biome. You'll just trust me. You'll have to see when you see. You will be able to travel to other biomes, and theoretically, you will be able to visit every single biome in one save file, if you really want to. You can't have more than one jelly. You have one jelly, and that is your jelly. If you want to have another jelly, you got to create another save file with a different jelly. There's no price for the game yet, but I'm thinking it's going to be at or below $5 United States dollars. There is no download for the game yet. I said in the devlog that I'll be doing tests for the devlogs, but what I meant to say is I'll be doing tests for the devlogs once I get the base of the game finished. That'll be happening the next devlog. If it doesn't, I'll let you guys know, but I'll keep you posted, okay? I'll keep you posted. So that first Jellyfields devlog hit 100,000 views, and it's still going, and I talked about it at the beginning, but I'm talking about it again. That is so crazy to me. I've been wanting to do YouTube like my entire life, and I'm finally doing it, and my video has got a ton of views, and there's so many people subscribing, and you're all being so nice and giving me your suggestions. I just wanted to take a moment to say, I freaking love it. It's amazing. It's the best. So a lot of you have been asking where the devlogs have been, and honestly, I'm preparing Jellyfields for the first test to be available when I launch my next devlog, which is going to be a big, juicy, meaty devlog. So when I release that devlog, you'll actually be able to test the game out. Now, it's an early test. Keep that in mind. It's an early test, so there's a lot of things that are missing, and there's going to not be a lot of content, but you'll be able to test it out and let me know if things are glitchy or buggy, and then as the devlogs go on, there'll be more and more updates to it, and it should be really cool. Also, here's a first look at the Wonderpond card system. You'll be able to use these cards to pick which jelly you want to start your game with. Keep in mind they're placeholders, so if you complain about them, I will cry.